Good morning, students. Today we'll be listening to lectures of surface area and volume of class 12th, 10th. Surface areas and volume. What surface area you have came across? First, this. Is a cuboid. Say length L, width W and H. That total area of cuboid, also known as surface area, is given by 2 LH plus HW plus LW. How area into 2 into this? Area of this H into L, area of this is L, this is W, L into W, and this is H into W. In total there are two similar sides, here and opposite, here and opposite, here and opposite. So 2 into LH plus HW, this unit square, that L units, W unit, H unit. Now this is surface area. How will you find the volume? Suppose let us draw again this figure. Here, consider any one thing, any one side as base. Suppose I am considering this as my base. This is W, this is L, unit. So the area of this plane will be area equal to L into W. This area we want to increase up to length H. So the volume up to length H is L into W, this area into height is H. Volume is L W H. Anything, you can take anything. Suppose you want to take this. This is your area, this area is H into W. This you want to increase up to L, then L. LW H WL is same as LWH. This was about cuboid. Now second you have came across simple is cubes. In cube you all know that each of the sides are equal. If this is L, this will also be L, so be L. Total surface area will be 6 into L square. Why 6 into L square? area of one side is L into L, that is L square. Total 6 sides are there in cube, so 6 into L square. Now for volume, again same thing. Consider only on one side. Suppose this side I am considering. The area of this will be this L, this L into this L, which is equal to L into L, L square. Now I want to extend this up to here, this L. So volume will be L square into L equals L cube. So volume of the cube will be L cube. And yes, unit cube. Unit. Here also this will be unit cube. Now next sphere is sphere. Now for sphere there is no word like area. Area word is not is. Instead there is either curved surface area or total surface the curved surface will be represented as CSA, total surface area TSA. What is curved surface area? Curve. Since these objects are curved objects and the area represented by this curved surface will be curved surface area. For sphere, CSA will be equal to TSA or vice versa, and it is given by 4 pi r square, where r is the radius of the sphere. Now what is volume? Volume V of sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube. It is derived from here. You can see that there is 4 pi r square, 4 pi r, almost you can say 4 pi r square by this. Area into length is this. Actually this comes from an integration. 4 pi r square dr from 0 to r, the 4 pi integration of r square dr 0 to r is 4 pi r cube by 3, 0 to r, nothing as 4 pi r cube by 3. You don't need to go so much detail. Just remember 4 pi 4 pi. R cube, the volume of this sphere. Now next comes the hemisphere. What is hemisphere? Cup shape, almost like cup shaped half coconut. This is R, this is also R. Here the area were defined as TSA, CSA, and here TSA is not equal to CSA. Why? Curved surface area. You see the curved surface area is only this much. Curved area, which is half of the curved surface area of the sphere. Hemisphere. So CSA equals 4 pi r square by 2. 2 pi r square unit square. Why I am writing again and again unit square? Because it is most important. Students tend to forget to write the unit, either centimeter square, meter square, millimeter square, etc. Then if CSA is curved surface area of this, then what is total surface area? Total surface area is also all equal to curved surface area plus other area. What is here this other area? This other area is nothing but area of this circle, and you know that the area of this circle is pi r square. So total surface area of the hemisphere will be CSA. CSA is 2 pi r square. 2 pi r square plus pi r square is the area of the circle. And total surface area will be 3 pi r square. Now you know the surface area. Now comes the volume. See why this pi r square is there? Because this is solid. I'm considering this is solid. But when this is not solid, or there is a full or hollow hemisphere, the hollow hemisphere, then TSA will be equal to CSA in case of hollow hemisphere, because this pi r square factor will not be present in hollow hemisphere. But in case of volume, either it will be hollow or it is completely tight. The volume will always be same in both the cases. So volume V equals half of volume of sphere, and you know that volume of sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube. So volume V will be 2 by 3 pi r cube unit cube. Always area will be represented in unit, volume will be represented in unit cube only. So volume of hemisphere is 2 by 3 pi r cube. Now another comes cone. This is h, height. This is r. This is l. This is slant height. Called a slant height of cone. This is cone. You have eaten an ice cream. This looks like an ice cream cone. Softy. Exactly a softy. Tilted, inverted softy. R is the radius of the circle. And h is height of the cone. Here, I'm considering first case. I'm considering this as solid. Base is solid. Then curved surface area. Curve means this is a curve. Curved surface area will be pi r l unit square. Curved surface area of cone will always be pi into r into l. R is the radius, l is the slant height. Now, total surface area. I have already told you curved surface area plus other area. What is other area in this case? Either case is the area of the base. Area of base is nothing. It is a circle, so area will be pi r square. So from here, total surface area will be pi r l plus pi r square. In books, it is written as pi r. You have taken pi r as common. L plus r unit square. TSA. Total surface area will be pi r l plus r unit square. Now, there is one beautiful relation between this. See. From you can see that this is a right angle triangle. So this is a right angle. This is a right angle triangle. So applying Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem. L square equals r square plus h square. Or we can write L equals r square plus h square under root. Unit. Since this is a solid, so total surface area is pi r l plus r. Second, I am considering the case when base is not a solid, which means this is a hollow cone. Then total surface area will be equal to curved surface area equal to pi r l, because this base is open. Now if you consider volume in both the case will be same, because volume does not allow you consider this portion. It is independent of this portion. Volume V of cone is by 3 1/3 pi r square h. H is the height of the cone and r is the radius of the cone base. Now next is cylinder. Height is h, radius is r. Case 1, here seen 1. First consider hollow cylinder. From here you can see that curved surface area equal to total surface area, because this is hollow, so this is open. Curved surface area equal to total surface area equal to 2 pi r into h. How 2 pi r h? See, if you open this sheet, it will look like, or if you cut mark from here, it will get open, and this length is nothing but 2 pi r circumference, and this is height. The area of the sheet, nothing will be 2 pi r h. Yeah. 2 pi r h. Second, when we consider lid, top and bottom both closed, then TSA will not be equal to CSA. Instead, TSA equal to 2 pi RH plus area of these both will be pi r square into 2, because there are two lids. Like that, total surface area will be 2 pi r h plus 2 pi r square equals 2 pi r h plus r unit square. Never forget to write this, because 1 mark or half a mark will always be deducted in the examination if you do not mention the units. See, if only one lid is open, if one lid is open and one lid is closed, suppose this is open, this is closed, TSA will be 2 pi RH, it is fixed, plus pi r square, because one of the list is open. Here it will be 2 pi r common, 2h plus r. This is not a formula, but you have to analyze this situation. If one lid is closed and other lid is open, the total surface area will become this unit square. Now, what is the volume? Remember, I always told you that volume is nothing but extension of a area. Since this is uniform, the area of this base, this is r, this is h, is the area of the base is pi r square, and if you extend up till h uniformly, then volume will be pi r square h. Remember, you have seen previously that the area of the cone of height h and radius r is 1 by 3 pi r square h. It means that the area of cylinder of same height and radius is 3 times the area of it means the volume of the cylinder is 3 times the volume of the cone. 3 times the volume of the cone. And this volume is independent of whether the lid is open or closed. Okay. Now cylinder part is over. Now next main thing is I think there is a first term. Yes, first term was there. Next is first term. First term nothing but a bucket. Bucket, inverted bucket, or even a normal bucket. I am drawing an inverted bucket. We draw it neatly. A bucket, a glass, anything you can imagine. Here the railways will not be seen. This suppose this is R1, this is R2, and but this is H height, and this is L. I know you know what is this is a slant height, and there is relation between L, H, R1, R2. This is a parallel. You can draw a parallel like this. This distance R1 is fixed, so this will also be R1, which is this distance will be R2 minus R1. And this is H because this is same L, and this is 90 degree. So apply Pythagoras theorem. We get that L square equals hypotenuse square equals length side square, this is H square, plus R2 minus R1 whole square. This you need to remember. Question might come from this. Now what is area? Same thing is there, curved surface area. Now you remember the equation of the cone, curved surface area of cone, pi RL. Now here there are two radius, so pi R1 plus R2 L unit square curved surface area. Total surface area will be area of this. Let me check. Total surface area will be curved surface area, curved surface area plus some other area. What is the some other area? Area of the two lids, base, anything you can say, which implies total surface area will be pi R1 plus R2L plus area of this is a circle, and area of this will be pi R1 square, and area of this circle will be pi R2 square. I mean, this is total surface area. I mean, imagine that both lids are closed. If one of the lids is suppose pi R2 is open, means this base. Hello. Hello. Now total surface area is this. In some area total surface area has been calculated as this. Then TSA, then comes volume. Volume V, as you remember from the equation, volume of cone was 1 by 3 pi r square h. Now here you have 1 by 3 constant, pi constant, and height even is fixed at, but here r is 2 different, r1 and r2. For remembering, 1 by 3 pi h, this is r square. Now how can you write r square? First r1 square, yes sir, you can write r1 square, then r2 square because you have r2 also, then r square can also be written r1 into r2, r1 into r2. Now, and this is the volume of the frustum. This thing is called frustum. See how simple is that? Here you remember pi rl, r simply written r1 and r2, so r1 plus r2 rl, and then add the area of lids. This, if one lid is absent, remove from here, other lid is also absent, remove from here. So simple. Now next curve surface area. This is non-curve relation has been shown by r1 and r1 r2, and yes, they are combinations. This is the basic thing you are knowing. You are never comes combinations. How combination of solids? This is different types of, this is cylinder, this is the gulab jamun. You can, your question can be asked to find the total surface area of this, complete. You can find curve surface area of this, curve surface area of this. This will not come because it has been inside. Outside you are visible only this. Next comes a cone surmounted on hemisphere like this. Find the total surface area or find the volume of this. Individually add the two. Next question can some infinite question. There can be infinite questions. Or even questions on this, either here or the cone is inside. This type of question can be asked in an examination. You have to answer question applying the things you have studied here. And one more thing regarding volume. See, whenever anything is melted and it is not given, or is given, suppose this is not given, it is simply given that a cone is melted to form spheres. This means that volume pi r square h equals volume 4 by 3. Here r will be different, r cube. Always equate these two, and if there are losses it will be given in question. Then this level something plus loss volume. Generally it is not given, but in some cases it is given. Question can be like a big hemisphere or a big sphere, big ball is iron ball is melted to form n number of balls of equal radii. Then find the value of n. In this case 4 by 3, I'm taking the radius of bigger one as r capital R and this as small r. Pi r cube equals 4 by 3 pi r cube to n. 4 pi 3 pi r 4 pi pi get cancelled, and if n is given you can get n. If r is given and n is not given, you can find n, and this is always given. So this type of question may be asked. Thank you.